Hey, pod people, how we doing out there? We're gonna do a little frog side chat. Just kidding. So this next video that we were about to embark on, I'm kind of giving you a little discretion advised. Oh, this video is a little video that could. I had so many technical difficulties with videoing and sound quality, and so it's going to be kind of a mix match of sorts in this here video. So bear with me. Bear with me. So you're going to see if I believe a water tightness test and get to see the flow of things with the water, the idea behind the water movement, and then a little bit of foaming stuff, kind of choppy because kept having technical issues. Some might be overdubbed and some might be actual video voice on the scene. So that's going to be crazy. However, I do want to say that the next portion of the foaming is going to be the carving. And this is my first time carving to this extent, and my first time going to be using dry lock as an option on this here thing, and I'm going to kind of mix things with dry lock and soil background stuff. So I'm going to kind of do that, I think, off the cuff, off the camera, because I have a feeling I'm going to probably be using some choice language here and there because I know I'm going to mess up at least a few times, but hey, didn't build Rome in a day or whatever that saying is. So probably break a few eggs before I hatch them. I don't. How does that one go? Somebody leave it in the comment section below. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna kind of go fully artistic with that one and get crazy and see what happens. So we'll kind of chime back in after I get everything carved out, and we'll go through things with the dry lock process, learning that business together a little bit. And yeah, I think that's how I'm going to run things on that portion of the build, because like I say, it's just going to be kind of crazy, and I'm not sure how it's going to go, and I don't really want to add to the chaos of it by trying to video the whole thing. So I think for me, it's going to just work better to have a sweet reveal at the beginning of the dry lock process, so it can kind of be a little bit easier that way. So yeah, watch this chaotic video and we'll see you at the end. Hey pod people, how we doing out there? We're coming at you with yet again another leak test. So let's check this out, and we'll be able to plug in our pump and kind of get an idea of kind of the flow of things and make sure that's going to work out for us. So without further ado, here we go. Speed up the auction. So far, the only leak that I saw was a little bit of a leak going into the pump section, which I will be able to fix that pretty simply. No big deal. But I need to somehow shore this up because it's kind of at a hill in order to kind of get a better idea. And then I'm going to take a towel and I'm going to dry out the inside of the other compartment so I can get an idea if that's going to be leaking from this into that, because I don't want that filling up with water and drowning out my plant roots. Alright, I think that's going to do it for right now. So I'll be able to take and fix that little tiny leak up so far, and the next little bit is going to be the pump doing its action. So let's cut to that. Alright folks, let's see how she works out. I'm going to plug the pump in. It might be a little hard to see clear on clear here, but I'll keep you posted how it goes. Here it goes. I think we need just a little bit of more water in order to make that work perfectly. And that's how that works. So far, so good. That looks great. Yay! I was so worried that it wasn't going to work out, but after we shored things up more level, it's working out great. And I can definitely see water movement across the front. Like a slow moving creek. I'll see if I can put something in there so you guys can get an idea of what that's going to be like. Maybe a piece of leaf litter. All right. Maybe another one. Wow, that's awesome. Exactly what I wanted. Woohoo! It works. Killer. All right, well, next up, the foam job. Alright folks, so we're going to start with a little bit of foaming. So I'm going to try to foam in some of this wood features, and I'm going to try to foam a line of foam across the tops of all the glass in order to kind of protect myself from the sharp edges of that. I did a little bit of sanding on them, but there's still kind of some edges here and there that could catch on me and do some damage to my poor little delicate hands. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and this will be the first bit of foaming. And I'm also going to be doing kind of a lid to our pump section here that that's made out of glass here, and it'll be all worked into the mix. You'll see. Yeah, you'll see. Anywho, without further ado, here we go. Let's see if we can get this old can of spray foam to work. I got about a half a can here to do this with.
Get that to set up. So that'll just kind of help hold those things in place. We gotta do, set it on its back. Like frosting a cake, kinda. And this stuff is super easy to work with and clean off if you need to. But you kind of gotta wait for it to dry. Kind of shaky, I think. I don't think there's too much left in there.
I think we're at the tail end of that can. So the rest is going to have to wait until I get another can going tomorrow to really start blasting this sucker out. That's about it for right now. Okay, folks, so the next leg of the tour here is I'm going to silicone in my cord and water tubing from the pump, so it's nice and secure, so when I go to foam it doesn't move where I want it to be. So we'll do that, and up next will be foaming this whole back and all that business. I'm definitely foreseeing some obstacles, for instance over here on some of the root stuff that I did, here and here. It might be kind of interesting for me to be trying to do my dry lock painting in there, so we'll see how that goes. That's probably going to be awesome. So realizing hurdles definitely right now, but we'll get her done. If that's the hardest part of it, then I think we'll manage. Alright, here we go. And I don't have to do like a solid anything, it's just enough to secure it in place, so I'm just kind of gonna do like dashed lines basically. Doesn't take much to secure this stuff. But it'll be nice that it will be secure, so I don't have to worry about it moving when I foam. Because the foam is going to expand and move stuff around, and I don't want it to move around my tubes. Make it hard on me later if we're doing my waterfall. And actually my end connector here, I took a angle, a 90-degree angle, barbed fitting, and I put it on there, but I cut off the barbed part on the front. That way it can spray out forward, and but I went ahead and I put some tape over the top of the hole, so when I foam over the top of it and I gotta kind of dig down to it, it won't get full of foam. And then all I have to do is pull that tape, or even if I can't get the tape off, I can just puncture a hole in the tape. It's a lot easier than trying to dig foam out of the hole. So that's how that works. Alright, I think that should be enough silicone. Spread it in. We'll let this cure up till probably this evening. And then we'll foam job. And that's how that works. Alright, folks, on to foaming. Alright, pod people. It's time to foam. It's time to foam it up. And let's see what happens. Alright, so shaking up all this foam. Pick off a little bit of this foam schmutz I got on here. Okay. Shaking, bacon. Okay. So I think I'm going to start with the water edge part first. Maybe I'm not shook up enough. I'm all shook up. I'm not shook up. Alright. See if I can get this going. Come on, baby. There she goes. Try to leave that nice room to expand there. Really hard to see what I'm doing down here.
Get that hot stuff there.
Trying to be as methodical as possible about this, and it's not quite coming out the way I want it to.
So far.
Hope I can do it a little bit better on the back wall. I can't wait to have to carve all this. It's gonna be interesting.
That is for sure.
It seems like it wants to stick to itself here. In hindsight, maybe I should have waited on that, but I needed to foam the wood in place so it wasn't moving around and crashing my glass. So we're kind of trying to paint it in. Alright, speaking of paint it in, this is a pain in the butt. I can't wait to carve all this in tight spaces. tight spaces. All right, all the little poops are down across the front. Get over here. Slightly better space. You want to build this up because I'm going to turn this into a spillway here. Okay, pod people, so this is where we got to do a voiceover. For some reason, my mic didn't get hooked back up to my camera, and the internal mic just sounded ultra crazy. So, this is what we got so far with the dried foam on the front. It's like mostly cured, and we're going to come on down here, and you'll see that I kind of put in like a cup, like a portion of a cup down here that I'm going to utilize for the top pool for the waterfall. So let's get foaming. Let's see what happens. And I'll probably speed up the action here so it's not quite so long and ridiculous. It's a long process, people. Okay, let's try this again. So far, this video is kind of like the little video that could. Keep having filming issues and sound issues and all sorts of stuff. So sorry about all the issues with that, but we're getting on. I'm shaking up another can here, getting this ready. I had to go to the hardware store and get some more because 2.5 cans just wasn't enough. Which is weird because you see it, it's expanded like crazy, so you'd think it'd be enough, but that is not the case. Alright, let's get some foamage going. Let's finish up this foam on the back, and then we'll still have the sides to do on both sides. After this all sets up, we'll maybe do that later this evening or tomorrow morning or something. Alright, here we go. Alright, got the back all foamed in, but I'm going to do a big old blob right here because I'm going to do a rock shelf right here. Alright. See if there's anywhere else I need at the moment. Oh. That should do it. Maybe I can kind of get this side going. Well, I think that's going to do it for that can pretty much. Maybe I'll do another little blob here and just kind of work out the rest of the can. Make a rock blob. Rock blob. Rock lobster. I'm a ridiculous person, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't already know that. Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Spitting out all the foam poops. Little bit. I can't wait to carve all this. It's going to be insane to carve. This is definitely my biggest enclosure to date. It's going to be cray-cray. All the cray-cray. Alright, folks. I think that's going to do it for the foam for the back here. We'll see ya when we come back to do the sides. Alright, folks. Let's see if we can complete the end of this tank here. Just gonna kind of make a line first as to where I want to kind of cut things off. Alright. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and build kind of another blob here to maybe do another rock formation. See how that works out for us. And, oh man, let's see if we can make this happen. This is our lid, of course, for the pump section. Getting crazy with it. Alright. Before I lose my mind, I think I'm going to leave that and let that expand. Alright. So, I think I'm gonna let this set up for just a minute, and then I'm gonna attempt to foam upside down, folks. Upside down. Oh, let's see what happens, because I just want just a little bit of foam right up there, but I don't want it to go crazy, so let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. Let's see if I can direct my camera that way so we can watch. Kinda, sorta, maybe a little bit more. There we go. Do 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 do. All right, let's see if we can do it, folks. So far, not very promising. I feel like it doesn't like me. Don't recommend foaming upside down ever. This is tedious. Have you ever decorated a cake upside down? Probably not. But I'm crazy, ladies and gentlemen. And I just don't want to waste this can. So here we are. Oh man. Why am I so crazy? I think that might do it. Hey, Pop People, so what'd you think of the chaos? Not too bad, I guess. So yeah, I guess we'll see you when we start doing the dry lock. So, like and subscribe. Make sure you're smashing that subscribe button. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Teespring. All those things in the description below. We'll see you next time, folks. Patreon supporters, take us out. Thanks for watching.